Do we have is this everybody?
I'm sure we'll get some stragglers, but we'll get started. They can join when they're ready. Um, First of all, welcome everyone. We're so happy you're here. Um, if you have a camera on your Zoom, please turn it on because we are going to do some group workouts and exercises and have fun. And we want to see you and want to see your beautiful faces. So make sure you turn that on. And one thing we didn't put in the note before you go is if you have a yoga mat, go ahead and get that ready because you might want to use it. So a few things, I had to write things down because I'm getting older and I forget sometimes. So first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome to our members, our new members, especially if we have new members out there. Welcome. We're so happy you're here. Welcome to the NatCap board, previous board members. We're so happy you guys are here tonight. Welcome. And let's see, I'm saying a lot, I'm sure, so I apologize. Some updates. So Nicole and I sat in on the National Programs Committee call earlier, and just wanted to update you guys on a couple of things. NEC. So NEC, as of right now, is still on as a hybrid. So National Education Conference in Huntsville, Alabama. There will be an in-person CGMP pre-session on the Saturday to Monday, with Tuesday being the exam. Let's see, there will be 21 sessions, 2 keynotes, and 1 lunch panel. That is the education that Garland has let us know of as of now. Of course, keep an eye out on the NEC emails that come out on the national page, all of that information. They will make a decision in early April whether it'll be 100% virtual or if it will stay hybrid. And finally, from National, the March 18th webinar. So the upcoming March 18th webinar will not be recorded. So you have to be there live, not in person, but virtually, in order to view it. It will not be recorded and played back later. Let's see, other notes. Committees. We are looking for we have a few committees that need some help. And if you are interested, let us know. Nominations and Elections Committee, we need a couple of members for that. Communications, the 35th anniversary of NatCap Committee is looking for members if you want to join in on the fun of planning a hopefully in-person party sometime this year. We're going to hold off as long as possible to have it in person because it is the 35th and it's very special. And then the I believe the Christina's committee, so the philanthropy and outreach. Thank you. Outreach and sponsorship committee. So if you have 1 to 2 hours a month that you can give, and also it looks good on your resume, hint, hint, let us know. Feel free to just email info@sgmpnatcap.org and let me know what committee you're interested in, and I'll put you with the right person. And if you're not already following us on social media, make sure you do. We have some fun over there on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, LinkedIn. So make sure you're following us on social media and interact with us. We'd love it. And then finally, the last thing I have is just a thank you to our presenters today. We have Ann Lewis and Mandy Heisler, and they are going to give us I think it's going to be a great night. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And that's all it is. Just have fun tonight. And, some of us make New Year's resolutions. I personally don't, but, can always improve, right? Our minds, our bodies, our spirits, whatnot. But looking forward to a fun night, ladies. Thank you. And at this time, I'll turn it over to Nicole. You're on mute.
Thank you. I'm always on mute. It's a force of habit now. So just a reminder, if you haven't signed up yet, our next meeting is February 17th, and it's marketing yourself with social media. We are looking for volunteers who would like to have their social media accounts critiqued. And then we are doing Education Day on March 23rd and 24th. We'll have 2 sessions each day, 9:30 to 11:30 and 2 to 4:30 on both days. And you will be able to earn up to 6 continuing education credit hours. And now I'm going to introduce Ann and Mandy. Ann Lewis is the owner of Custom Fit Personal Training. She's an ACE certified personal trainer and believes fitness should be fun and accessible to everyone. Ann became passionate about helping others feel healthy, happy, and good about themselves, while also taking into consideration any limitations they might be facing. She left her career in IT to open up Custom Fit Personal Training. Mandy Heisler is a licensed psychotherapist. She earned her bachelor's degree from JMU and her master's from the University of Maryland, Baltimore. Mandy specializes in working with families and children. In addition, she is also a registered yoga teacher who focuses on empathy and kindness to create a safe and welcoming space. So I'm adding. So welcome, and I will turn it over to Ann now.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited about tonight, and I am very thankful for this opportunity, so thank you. I was going to say everything you just said in that introduction, so great, we can move right on. While I was, I'm going to say a lot, I apologize to you. While I was researching or deciding what I wanted to talk about tonight, Ace Fitness, who I got certified through, put a post on Instagram talking about the World Health Organization and the most updated guidelines that were published in December 2020. And it was about activity. And the main gist that I want you to take away tonight is that any activity is better than none. Okay, if you're sedentary most of the time, move a couple minutes. It doesn't have to be a half an hour, an hour at a time. They actually said every move counts. That was the big takeaway. Every time you get up from your desk, it counts. So I want to talk to you generally about some ways you can be more active, but then I want you to get up if you are able, and I want you to do some chair and desk exercises with me. I was telling Melissa before we started that I actually was going to carry my desk down here, and my husband looked at me like I was crazy. So this is actually my desk and my chair today. So your desk is going to be a little bit higher. Okay, so generally, how can you be more active now that we're all kind of stuck at home for the most part, working behind our computers and doing Zoom meetings? You're not getting up and going to the break room. You're not getting up and going to the conference room. You might not have a fitness center downstairs in your building. Okay, so number one, I don't know if anybody else does this, but do you ever answer your phone and walk? Because I do that. Oh, you don't? Okay, so I saw Melissa shaking her head. So I actually get up and I pace when I walk. Okay, so I pace all around my house, and it's just this thing I've always done. But if you don't, that is a really great way to stay active. Now, I know a lot of times you have to have your eyes on your computer, but if you don't, as soon as that phone rings, just take a walk. Okay, that's one way you can get more exercise in. 2, stability balls. Okay, so this could be used as a chair, right? And they're pretty affordable, right? So it's a really great way to stabilize your core and to work on your balance while you're typing. So a lot of people will use these as chairs. Okay, next, standing desks. And you don't have to go out and buy one. Now, all kinds of companies make these things now. You can actually have a stationary bike with a desk. You can have a treadmill with a desk. But you can also just get some boxes, stack them up on your desk, and you can stand. And you don't have to stand all day. Stand for a half an hour, sit for a half an hour. Stand for a half an hour, sit for a half an hour, okay? Now, I'm out of breath because I'm talking really fast, trying to get through all this stuff. Okay, so the last 2 that I want to mention, one is really specific and we're going to do it together. It's called the 30-minute challenge. Okay, and what this means is you set your alarm, and every 30 minutes, you're going to get up and move for 2 minutes. And if you think about that, that means that by the end of your 8-hour workday, and you're probably working more than 8 hours these days, you've moved for at least 30 minutes, okay? And if that is kind of intense movement, you've got a 30-minute workout. It doesn't have to be all at once. I tell all of my clients, especially ones that are starting their exercise routine for the first time, you don't have to work out for 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes. You can do 5, 10, 10 and 10, 20 and 10, just get it in. It's every move counts, okay? So let's get into the actual movements. The last one was, of course, work with a personal trainer virtually, or do a group fitness class virtually. This is where I do mine. So if you join one of my classes, you'll see me down here. All right, so if you're able, let's all stand up. We're gonna start with some lower body exercises that you can do in your office or around your desk. Then we're gonna do some upper body, then some core, and then some cardio. And then we're gonna end with a 2-minute Tabata. And the reason I picked 2 minutes is because it goes along with that 30-minute challenge. It's one way that you can get 2 minutes of exercise. So first, let's start with squats. So this is your chair behind you. We're gonna do chair squats. Your feet are gonna be about hip width apart, okay? But your hips are different from my hips. So what I really want you to pay attention to is that your knees are kind of tracking over your big toe. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull our core in, and we're just gonna sit and tap our bottom on our chair, okay? Let's do 5, because I have lots of exercises to show you. Okay, nice and slow. Hey, when you come up, squeeze that booty, and then go back down. 2, and when you could do this for 2 minutes, right? No problem. Or you could split it up and do, I just said, let's do 5, and then I did 6, sorry. Okay, so now you're here. I'm really bad at counting. That's like if you start working with me, that's the one thing you'll notice. Okay. Next, we're gonna go up on our toes. You can't see my toes. How did that happen? Hold on just a second. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, half raises. So now you're in front of your desk, right? Okay, so now we're gonna squeeze again. Squeeze from your calves up to your armpits, okay? And we're gonna do calf raises. Come up to your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's turn those toes in, okay? 5. We're gonna work on stabilizing a different part of our ankle. And working out is getting rid of my nervous jitters. That's another good thing about working out. It takes away stress. All right, now 5 with our toes pointed out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you have a lot of room in your office, I'm gonna move this up again because you can't see my head when it's down. Sorry for the view of my, close-up view of my arms. Okay, so now you might have a lot of space in your office, you might not. So you could do walking lunges, but what we're gonna do right now is static lunges. Okay, so you're gonna put your hand on your desk, which is higher than my desk right now, or if you don't need to, that's fine. The hand is for extra balance, okay? We're gonna step forward and try to make 2 90-degree angles with our legs, but if you can't get that low, it's fine. And we're gonna keep our chest up. So let's lunge, 5 on each side. 5, we're pushing off that front foot. 4, 3, so again, you might not need to have your hand on the desk, but it's always great for a little extra stability. And then let's go to the other side. 5, 4, 3. Now, lunges and squats are great. Why? Because they mimic activities of daily living. So sitting in a chair, you do that all day, every day, okay? Lunges, say you're a gardener. You're gonna go, you're gonna pick up that plant and you're gonna come up. So we always wanna talk about activities of daily living, making sure we're working out that muscles, those muscles you have to work out every day. All right, you don't have equipment in your house. What can you use? Get a backpack, fill it with books. And I know you don't have one of these with you right now, but if you did, you would hug it. This is called a bear hug squat. And now you've added resistance with something you have at home. Let's do 5 more squats using your chair or using your chair. Okay, so this time I'm gonna go a little deeper because I'm not gonna use my, oh, and you've got a bag. All right, or is that a puppy or a cat? It's a kitty cat. All right, here we go. You know what, I have clients, oh, I didn't get far enough. I have clients who use their kids. So they'll use their kids as extra weight. That works too. I love pet and kid distractions. Okay, good. All right, let's move on to upper body. First thing, I love tricep dips because you can do them with your chair and they work this tiny muscle on the back of your arm. So we're gonna sit back on our chairs. We're gonna push our butt out just a little bit. And now we're gonna bend those elbows. Now your tricep dip might stop right here, and then you're gonna come back up. Or maybe you can go a little bit further and come back up. Your range of motion is gonna be different from mine. Maybe you wanna lift a leg. Make it a little bit harder. Lift the other leg. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. And then we're gonna stand up and we're just gonna, with our hands facing the back, we're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then arm circles. So palms facing out. So these are all different ways you can just get up and move. You don't have to have any equipment. It's fine. All right, but again, if you want to add a little bit of resistance to your workout, fill a couple water bottles with water. I have juice right here because I didn't have water bottles up there. Use them for bicep curls. Okay, this is just an example, but you can follow along without the weights. 4, 5, or tricep pushbacks. You're gonna come up, keep those elbows in nice and tight, and bring those forearms back. 5, 4, 3, keeping the back nice and flat, 2, and 1. So I've added a little resistance with something I have at home, but maybe you want to stock up your gym with some portable options, and I'm going to talk about that really quick before we go on to core and cardio. Okay, resistance loops, mini bands. They can be used above your knees. They can be used above your ankles. You can use them for arm workouts, and you can work out your triceps. And a lot of times they come in groups of like 3 to 5, and they'll come with a little activity book in there in the package. Resistance bands with the handles also come in groups with usually an activity book or a website you can go to for different exercises. So I like to do bicep curls with these. They actually usually come with, you can anchor them, like I always anchor them back here on my cage. You could anchor up to something different and do all kinds of things with them. Sliders are great and cheap. This is for core, you put them under your feet. So for example, I would put them under my feet for a plank. Oh, this doesn't work very well on this floor. It works better on that floor. So you put them under your feet for moving planks. Jump ropes, I have a jump rope in this bag. Medicine balls are pretty cheap. I got this from Amazon. And a kettlebell. So I also have been recommending my clients go to Play It Again Sports where they have used equipment. All right, moving on, core. So let's sit back down on our chairs. We are gonna do a chair bicycle crunch. So we're gonna put our hands behind our head, elbows out, and we're gonna take our elbow to our opposite knee or as close as we can. Okay, sit on the edge of your chair, don't be all back here. Okay, sit on the edge. And here we go. Let's do 6 so we're even. Here we go. 6. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And while our hands are back here, let's do side crunches. Okay. 3 to each side. So what we're really focusing on here is squeezing these oblique muscles, okay? We're not just falling, okay? We're squeezing and bringing our elbow to our hip. Good. Standing up nice and straight, pulling in that core. I use this analogy all the time. Tilt your pelvis to your chin, and it really makes you tighten up that whole middle area, okay? While we're sitting, double leg lifts, okay? So we're gonna come up. It's actually knee lifts, sitting on the edge, keeping that back nice and flat. Bring up those knees. These can be kind of hard, okay? If they're difficult, do 1 at a time. Work up to 2. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, now let's stand because we're going to do planks. So if you have a sturdy desk, do an elevated plank on your desk. My desk is not sturdy and it would fall apart. If you do not have a sturdy desk, we're going to use our wall if you have a wall nearby. What we're going to do is put our hands on the edge of the desk, walk those feet out. That butt stays down. It's not like this, okay? Comes down, tilt the pelvis to the chin, okay? And we can hold it. You can also lift your legs if you want to, or you can do a bird dog plank, and you can try to lift your arm and your leg. And this is challenging your balance as well, okay? Or you can just lift your arms. If you were to do it against the wall, we're here, okay? Doing the same types of things. All right, so stabilizing your core and working on balance, okay? Cardio, real quick, because I'm taking time. Up and down your stairs. If you have stairs in your house, go up and down them. We can't do that right now. So we're gonna do some cardio, but we're gonna do it during my 2-minute demonstration that I told you about when we work out for 2 minutes together, okay? Jumping jacks, regular jacks at your desk. 10, 9, 8. Modified if you need to. This is your modified jack. 7, 6, I know I kind of cheated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because I was counting and then I counted again, not because I was doing modified jacks. All right, jump rope. Let's pretend like we have a jump rope. 10 hops, 10, 9, 8, skip rope, 7, 6, 5. So you can see there's all kinds of things you can do. You can run in place. You can do a soccer run. You can do jumps. All right, move through that really fast. Oh, my favorite, dance party. Turn on your music, turn on a song that you really like, and dance. It doesn't have to be pretty, and dance around your room and get that heart rate up, okay? All right, so here's what we're doing. 2 minutes, it's called Tabata. 20 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 4 different exercises. And this is exactly how you're gonna get to that 2-minute activity, okay? I'm starting my timer. We're gonna start with those chair squats in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So remember, weight in the heels, those knees tracking over your toes. Use the chair if you want to, or don't use the chair, it's okay. All right, but we're only gonna go for a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we're just moving a little, we're splitting it up. Now we're gonna do a high knee march or a high knee run. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm here and I'm marching. Knees are up high, but if I can run, I'm gonna run, okay? So you do you. I always say it's your workout, okay? Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your body feels like doing today. 3, 2, 1. All right, we wanna do a core exercise now. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna do those bicycle crunches. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're alternating sides. 20 seconds. That's great. Tilt the pelvis to the chin. Keep that core nice and tight. Breathe. 3. Oh, no. Sorry, I thought I heard my timer. 3, 2, 1. We haven't done any upper body yet, so that's what we're doing now. Tricep dips. We're already there. 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We were totally going to do wall push-ups. So little dips. You might just be right here. Hey, you might do 1 dip and then take a break. And then do another dip and take a break. That's okay. Every move counts. 3, 2. Yeah, we were going to do push-ups, but I didn't want to like make you run across your room. All right, good job. See, that was 2 minutes of work. All right, and you could do that every 30 minutes or something similar. You could just do the high knee march for 2 minutes. All right, I need to turn it over to Mandy. So real quick, I have some slides that are going to be out there. One has some links to some nutrition websites, okay? I am not a nutritionist, so I cannot give specific nutrition advice. One link is how to find a dietitian in your area. Okay, and it also has exercise and nutrition advice. The other link is for myplate.gov, which will help you come up with meal plans, and it helps you understand the USDA dietary guidelines. The third link is actually going to be, it's called Body Weight Planner. And this is what I want to caution you about. Only go to this site if your goal is weight loss, okay? Because what it's going to help you do is calculate a safe amount of calories, because eating very, very little calories and starving yourself is not safe. So it's going to calculate what your body needs based on your activity level in order to lose weight in a healthy manner. But not everybody's goal is weight loss, okay? But if your goal is weight loss, please feel free to go and use that. Finally, if I can just take this and share my screen. Oh, I could just keep going. I love talking. I'm sorry. I want to use basic, and my PowerPoint is not there anymore, so this is not working. Hold on. Here we go. All right. It is not letting me share my other screen for some reason. All right, I wonder if I can bring it over here. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, we're going to be sharing the slides on our resource page, and we'll send them out with a recap in the survey after. So all good. And we do have a question.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on MyFitnessPal?
For exercise or nutrition?
Overall, I can tell my experience of exercise, and I feel like MyFitnessPal overcalculates the calorie burn than what I feel like it does, but I think it's great for tracking calories and weight loss. But I'd like your opinion.
I used to use MyFitnessPal. I feel like for me, I just got tired of logging all my food. Honestly, was it useful? Yeah, it's great for understanding, because I didn't really realize how many calories I was eating. So I totally recommend journaling. And if that's the way you want to journal, that's great, but it could be kind of tedious.
Thank you. Any other questions? I guess not. So thank you so much. We will just send Nicole or myself, you have my contact information,
Okay.
send me the slides, and we'll make sure we share that with everybody. This was awesome.
Oh, good. And I just want to say, if you want to try one of my fitness classes, I have 3 formats right now: high intensity interval training. There's one that fuses cardio and core together, and then PIO, which is Pilates and yoga. The first class is always free. So just get in touch with me. My business card is on one of those slides. I also offer virtual training, one-on-one, partner, small group training. If you tell me that you were here tonight, I can give you 10% off of a package. And also if you buy a package of classes, which is 10 classes, 10% off as well. So just so you know, if anybody's interested in contacting me after tonight. Right,
No, thank you. Absolutely. That's awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you so much,
This
Anne.
was so fun. Thank you.
Yay. No, it's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Anne. All right, so Anne got our heart rates up, so I'm going to help you cool down. But first, I just wanted to talk about stress and anxiety. That's something that we all tend to experience, and the pandemic has most likely changed the way you work. And although it's normal and understandable to feel this way, too much stress and anxiety can be overwhelming, and workplace stress can lead to burnout and take a toll on our body. So how you cope with these emotions can affect your well-being, the people you care about, your workplace and community. So now more than ever, it's critical to listen to your bodies and recognize what stress looks like for you, so that you're able to practice healthy coping skills and know where to go if you need help. And just some signs and symptoms of stress that people might experience are stomach aches, migraines, change in appetite, feeling irritation or anger. I know I feel this: lack of motivation or energy, or feeling tired, overwhelmed, burned out, sad or anxious, trouble sleeping, and having trouble concentrating. So yeah, as a therapist and a yoga instructor, I love incorporating the two because I think they go hand in hand. So I have just some basic yoga stretches that you can do. Some at your seat, while you're at your desk, some others like on the floor. So let's get started. The first you can do from your seat. And then if you'd like to move to the floor onto a mat, if you don't have a mat, that's fine. You can also, don't feel pressured though. All right. So we're going to start sitting. You can sit at your desk or move to the floor if you'd like. You can cross your legs or sit however it's comfortable for you. And then we're going to start with our shoulders because we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders. So inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, bring them down. Nice job, everyone. We're going to do that a few more times. Inhale, exhale. Two more times. Last one. And yeah, try and connect with your breath. It really helps us stay present. All right, so now we're gonna move on to another stretch that you can also do in your desk chair. So I want you to raise your right arm up and then bring your right hand behind you if you can. If you're in a seat, you can put it right to the back of your seat. And then reach your left hand up, and I want you to bring it to your right knee. And if you're in a seat, bring it to the back top of your seat, if that makes sense. But if you're sitting down, bring it to your right knee. And then set your gaze to the back right corner of the room you're in, or over your right shoulder. Really deepen your twist if you can. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready, you can come back to center. Okay, we're gonna switch it out this time. Raise your left hand up, bring it right behind you, then bring your right hand to your left knee. Same thing here. And gaze over your left shoulder to the back left corner. Keep breathing here. Feel the twist in your body. Nice work. All right, we can return to center. Then we can do a few neck rolls. So start moving your neck forward towards one way, and then we'll switch it out. Go slowly. Bring your chin to your chest. And then when you're ready, stop at center and then rotate it the other way. Good job, everyone. That's one of my favorites. All right, and then when you're ready, you can come to tabletop if you would like to move to the floor. If not, no worries. So stack your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. And I can do from the side. We're gonna do some cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly towards the floor and set your gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Arch your spine up. And we're gonna do that a few more times. Inhale, cow pose. Set your gaze up. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose. And you can keep doing it at your own pace a few more times. This is a great stretch to do because our spine's connected to our brain, so it's really helping you relax and create movement in your body. Awesome job, everyone. From here, option to come to downward facing dog. If not, totally okay. You can stay in tabletop. So to come to downward facing dog, you press into your toes and send your hips up and back. And I like to press into my fingertips and pedal out my feet by moving one leg then the other. Really helps stretch the back of your legs. And then when you're ready, if you're in downward facing dog, you return back to tabletop. And from here, we can thread the needle. This is another stretch that's awesome. So raise your right hand up. And if you like, you can do some circles with your wrist and your hand while it's up there. And then you're gonna basically thread the needle, bring it under your left arm and bring your right cheek and ear to the mat. I don't know if you can see me, but you can do it like this. You can press into your left fingertips, set your gaze to the side of the room. Keep breathing here. And then carefully come back up to tabletop. We're going to switch it out to do the other side. So raise your left hand up. Again, you can do some arm circles with your wrist and your hand while it's up there. Take a deep breath in, exhale, thread the needle, bring it under your right arm. And then you can bring your right fingertips in front of you and set your gaze to the side of the room. Keep breathing there. Awesome job, everyone. And when you're ready, you can return to tabletop. So here we're gonna move to child's pose to end our yoga stretches. So bring your big toes to touch and your knees out wide. And you're gonna try and press your forehead into the mat. And this is your child's pose. If that does not feel good in your hips, which doesn't for a lot of people, you can bring your knees closer together. Or you're welcome to stay in tabletop or come to a sitting position. And while we're in child's pose, I want you to bring your right hand to the corner of your mat or the floor, and then reach your left hand on top of it. Just get a nice shoulder stretch there, while stretching your thighs and your lower body. Breathe deeply into the stretch.
We apologize for the technical difficulties experienced during the program recording. Please make sure to finish out your stretch, and we encourage you to explore the meditation resources available through the Headspace or Calm app, YouTube, mindful.org, pocketmindfulness.com, or the Anti-Anxiety Notebook. This is the information that was missed during the rebroadcast. All the information is also available on our chapter resources page at sgpnatcap.org. We thank you again for joining us for Mind Body Matters, our January education program.